Hey everybody, let's start. And welcome to our webinar about commercial versus professional QA education, or how to choose high quality QA course. As you probably guessed, today we will talk about commercial approach versus professional approach. My name is Lilia and I'm working in QA for 21 years. Today, as you can see, we have no real student or a real guy who changed his or her way and who changed the profession. So we will use a virtual one. And I want to tell you the story of John. So John is looking for QA education. This is John on the right of the slide. Now John is a customer support specialist, but despite John is adult professional, and as you can see, he's married with 3 children, and he has a lot of responsibilities on his job and in his family. He reached a ceiling in the profession, and he's very sad about it. And his profession is no longer working for him. John is ready to apply reinforcements and to get a new profession. And John had been looking for a long time and had been choosing the new profession, and his choice is a QA, quality assurance, software testing, like probably you who watch me right now. So what John will do, which way of learning to choose for John? Yes, John could choose a university or self-education, like reading books, watching videos, free videos, I mean, doing some things, doing some practice, and this is a real way for somebody. But what about John? The university is too expensive for him, of course, because as I already said, he has responsibilities in his family and maybe some credits and so on. So it is too long and too expensive for him to go to the university again. What about the self-education? The self-education demands self-organization, as you can guess, and demands a lot of free time for John. But having 3 children, I think everybody will agree with me that it is not very real, very possible to do a self-education when you have 3 children, okay? So John decided to choose some QE training, some QE course, and to get a new profession within half a year, for example. But there are a lot of QE courses on the market, too many alternatives for him. So what he could do? He decided that this is the best way, QE training. And he made some choice and left his contacts on some site, or maybe called with in order to call him back. Okay, what happened after it? Somebody from the courses, some marketing specialists, called him back and proposed his product with a lot of discounts. You can see here 70% discount, with a lot of ads, with a lot of spectacular words about their product. And John a bit hid it in these materials, in this information. Yes, he is very glad to get some discount, of course, but everybody who called him said that their product on the market is the best, and everybody proposed him a discount, and everybody was ready to invite him to their course without any questions. So he listened a lot of ads from marketing specialists of the courses. But what did they really think that marketing specialists from that courses with discounts, with ads, with a possibility to enter to any course right now, what did they really think? They think, John, you will be a professional QA in 2 months forcibly and will own, 100,000 a year, for example. But we don't care if this profession is for you. We really don't care if you leave the course or not in the middle. And we just want your money because we have a plan, we have KPIs, we have to close all the positions on the course. So we are so glad that you came to us with your wish, with your intention to be a QA. And we don't really care about your future because this is your choice. So what will be for our John? John met a commercial approach right now. This commercial approach is about that ads, about 70% discounts, about marketing specialists on the line, about explanation that their course is great, and without any questions about John's wish, about his future, about if this profession is for John or not. What other properties of commercial approach could we describe here in the list? So what is a commercial approach? The goal of such courses with a commercial approach is to make money. It is not good, it is not bad. It is a choice of such companies. They want to make money, they want to do business, and they want more and more students. But, okay, they have mentors. But the mentor's motivation here is, okay, maybe self-actualization and, of course, a salary. Mentors, they are not very experienced professionals, typically, and they have typically experience from 3 years in the industry to 5 years in the industry, and they maybe want just to do something interesting and to make money, extra money before the salary. But they don't want to make the world better. This is not the motivation of such mentors. And since this company is trying to make money, is trying to do some business, of course, the commercial interests of the school take precedence over the interest of the student, over the interest of our John. John will not take some exam before enrollment to the course. They will be enrolled just after a successful payment, and that's all. And of course, that marketing specialist and the company as a whole has a KPI, the number of students and ROI, and how much money they own this year, of course. So as you can see, our John probably will get the profession. But this is his choice without any support, without any real guys from profession, with a good experience, you know. And this approach is not very good for John, because what will be with him? What is his future right now? He will be studying in a huge group with a great probability, because you know that the more students, much more money the company will have. And if we have a KPI of how much money the company owned this year, and how many students were enrolled to the course, of course, it is very great. It is a very great benefit for the company to have more and more students, more and more huge groups. So our John will be studying in such big group. Why does it not very good? This is not very good because first, imagine the lecture when you have 100 or even 200 students around you in Zoom. It will not be possible for you to ask questions. It will be just if you are sitting and watching some recorded video, and then you are doing some homework, and you don't really know who will be checking your homework, because you have no possibility to ask questions to your instructor that you are listening when you are sitting in class. And the person that you will be asking questions is some curator who will check your homework, or maybe his or her vision will be different from the vision of your instructor. And how can you understand where is the truth? How John can understand where is the truth? He did something in his homework, then he put it to check, and he gets some comments from some guy who has no experience maybe in the industry, or very small experience, because he's not an instructor, he's just a helper, an assistant. Okay, so our John cannot be sure that his homework will be checked properly. Okay, what else? It is a statistics, it is not my opinion. We counted it really, that from 60 to 70% students of commercial courses live in the middle of the course. What does it mean for them and for John? It means that John will not get a new profession. He wasted time, he wasted money. And what is the result? The result is the same old job and no money and no time. And you remember that John has 3 children, and I think it is better to spend this time with your children instead of participating in some commercial course where you cannot be sure in the result. Okay, because okay, you could be in this 30% of students who completed the course, but you cannot be sure in that because of these statistics. So what are the other stop signs for commercial approach? How could you understand that the course is commercial and that the main goal of the company is to make money? not to make the world better and not to make your own life better. So if John right now is calling some course, and right now he's talking with some marketing specialist, and he's hearing about a huge discount right now, only today, only this month. And okay, you could enter right now, right today, from tomorrow. Anybody could enter. We are not checking your level. We are not checking your initial knowledge. We are not checking if this profession is really for you. Of course, QA is not a profession for everybody, like any other profession. I think you could agree with me that not everybody could be a doctor, not everybody could be a lawyer. But why everybody thinks that everybody could be a QA? It is not a profession for everybody, like any other profession. And if the specialists from the course is talking you that, okay, this is a very light profession, a very easy profession, and okay, you could be a QA just because you wish to be a QA. Don't believe them. It is not true. A sales manager is talking to you, not a person from a profession. Okay, sales manager has a script. Maybe he is a very good sales manager with a spectacular memory. And he learned this script from the beginning to the end. And he understands what to talk, when to talk, and whom to talk, and so on. But if you ask questions, remember that the person who is sitting at the other end of the telephone line is the person who is talking according to the script, not from their own experience. And any questions that you are asking is not answering from the experience of this person. They are answering by the script. Are you ready for that? I'm not sure. What else? You are the 100th students in the group. For example, okay, it could be not 100 students, maybe 200 students or 15 students, 50 students in the group. But anyway, it is too much because of the reasons that I already described on the previous slide. You cannot ask questions to your instructor. You cannot be sure that the person who will check your homework has a huge experience and could advise you something. So, don't believe that you will be in a good company if you are the 100 students in the group. Bank installment. Why is it bad? Okay, nothing bad with banks, of course. And everybody could take some installment from time to time. But if we are talking about a bank installment and no other options from the course, it could mean that the course is not sure if you will complete the course or not. If you brought your money from your bank to the course, okay, course already has your money, and it really doesn't matter for the course if you will get a new profession or not, because as I already said, the main KPI is money. They have money. So what else? Nothing. And everything else is already your choice to complete the course or not to complete the course. So if the bank installment is the only option from a course, please think about it twice. Okay, so for John, what he could do with all that? He is calling one course, another course, the third course, and everything is commercial, everything is pretty the same. So what to do? Is there an alternative for John? Let's see. And say that John wants to be a professional and needs a professional approach. Where to find it and how to understand that this approach is not commercial but professional. And to understand it, so let me introduce our second hero today. He's Bob. And Bob is the head of QA in some big company. Doesn't matter which company. And he is working for 15 years, maybe 20 years, maybe even 25 years, I don't know. He's adult and he has a huge experience in the industry. He is now on the position of head of QA. This is the main QA in the company, if you don't know. He has a family. He's married with 2 kids and lives, for example, in New York City. But it really doesn't matter. So you can probably guess that the main QA in the company owns a good salary. And he is not thinking about how to get extra money. Because he's living in a good house, probably he has a good car, and he has everything. He can travel twice a year with his family, and it is okay for him. So why he should think about some extra money? And why he should think about how to get them? But he still said, why? He has a good salary, he has a family, he has everything. But he is working in the industry. And he considered that the industry is not so good like it was before. He is responsible for hiring to his department, to QA department. And he actually sees that the quality of new candidate is not so good. And the quality of IT projects around him and processes around him is not so good as well. And he sees that the requirements for candidates do not match the candidate's knowledge. So he said. And he has a dream. His dream is to change the world around him. To make a new course, to make an excellent quality around him, to make that poor candidates better, to make the industry better, and to bring new professionals to the market. So he has a strong motivation. He has the motivation of startuppers, actually, not the young QEs who just want to self-realize, And he creates a new course. with a professional approach. What is the professional approach from Bob? He understands, as he is in the industry and in QA profession for a long time, that QA is not for everybody, because he learned a lot. He has a lot of knowledge right now. He has a special kind of mind, and he understands that everybody should have this special kind of mind to be a QA. And without it, you will not be lucky in this profession. So he has an idea to select the students for admission. And he creates an exam for his course. This is not because, of course, again, it is not because he is angry. It is not because he is not kind to people. It is because he don't want people to waste their money and to waste their time and to make people unhappy in a new profession, because it is not for everybody. So he makes an exam to admit the course. What else? He wants to make good professional, and the interest of these professionals should be on the first place. Even if the course loses money, the student's comfort is more important, because he understands the business rules. And you know, the business rules is not to get more and more money today and maybe next year, and the year after next, company is closed. Okay, this is not a business. This is just some short business-like companies. But a good business is the business in a long perspective. So if we take the students' comfort into consideration, the business will live long. So Bob decided that every mentor must look after the interest of students. Okay. And what else? Do you remember about the Bob's dream? The Bob's dream is to change the IT world, to make it better, not to make money, because he's head of QA, he has everything, a car, a house, a family, everything. But he wants to make IT world better. So the primary KPI is the successful careers of students, not financial reports. And he looks after every student with his mentors, and he looks after their career. So what is a professional approach from the point of view of Bob? Mentors' motivation, improving the quality of IT professionals in the market, not self-realization, but okay, it could be self-realization partially, but everybody should have a dream to make the world better. But of course, the motivation should not be just get some extra money and that's all. The interest of student take precedence over the commercial interest of the company, because from the long perspective, it is better for business, and of course, it is much better for students. Enrollment after a successful entrance exam only, because this profession is not for everybody. If this is not for you, you will not be lucky in this profession. You will not be happy in this profession. And so why to waste money for this? Why to waste time for this if this is not for you? And the main KPI of a school, the number of successful careers of graduates, not how much money do we own this year. This is a professional approach in brief. So let's now compare, because our webinar, as you may probably remember, is a commercial versus professional approach. So let's make a conclusion and let's see these two approaches on the one slide. In the commercial approach, mentors, motivation, self-actualization, and money. In the professional approach, improving the quality of IT world and IT professionals in the market. The commercial interests of the school take precedence over the interests of the student in the commercial approach, and the opposite in the professional. The students are the most important thing. Enrollment after successful payment in a commercial approach. Enrollment after a successful entrance exam in a professional approach. And the main thing, the KPI of school, number of students employee, and money, of course, and number of successful careers. So how many students actually changed their lives? And you probably will ask me right now, so how about John? We told about Bob, we told about professional and commercial approach. What about our John? Where is he? So he's here. He's a very smart guy. He, of course, decided to choose a professional approach. And why is it good for John? And why is it good for you? Because only you come first. Only top mentors, only quality, only your full confidence, only direct connections between students and mentors, only effective learning. Some special approach could be here. Only results-based learning, only economical and convenient education, only a working resume, and only like in life. What is the stuff about? We will talk on the next webinar. So more about the professional approach and about the example of such approach and about that 10 things that are good for John is in the next webinar. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching today. See you next time.